this learning video. My name is Latifa.
My name is Satulia.
I'm Fatma.
And I'm Indi.
Okay, together with my friends, we're going to explore a very interesting topic in statistics, data processing, which includes the mean, the mode, the median, and the range.
In mathematics, data mean piece of information or number that represents something we can measure or observe. For example, people age, test score, or even shoe size, just like in our lesson today.
By learning how to process data, we can understand information better, make comparison and make smart decisions, whether it's in school, business, or everyday life. So, let's start how to organize and analyze data with some simple yet powerful tools.
Before we begin, let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered how teachers find the average of your exams? Or how a shoe store decides which shoe size to keep in stock the most? All of these use the same concept, data processing.
Okay, for the first topic, we're going to talk about the mean. You may not have ever heard of something called the mean before, but I bet you've heard of the average. If so, then I got good news. Mean means average. Mean and average are just two different terms for the exact same property of data set. The mean is an extremely useful property. So what we have here is the shoe size of some people, where the third column contains the frequency. So this tells us the number of the people who have shoe size within that range. For instance, there are 3 people who have shoe size between 36 and 37, and 9 people who have a shoe size between 38 and 39. So with this data, how can we calculate the average shoe size from a group of people? So the mean is basically sum of all data divided by number of data, right? But for a group frequency table, the mean is going to be something similar, but the equation will be modified a bit. So it's going to be the sum of the product of the frequency values multiplied with the midpoint divided by the sum of the frequency values. For the first step, we're going to find the midpoint values. The midpoint is going to be the sum of the lower boundary of the interval plus the upper boundary of the interval divided by 2. Okay, so in this great interval of 36 to 37, the lower boundary is going to be 36 plus the upper boundary, which is 37 divided by 2. That will give us 36.5. So that's the midpoint for this interval. Okay, now let's do the same for the next one. So for the second midpoint, the second midpoint is going to be 38.5. Now at this point we can see a pattern. So the next one is going to be 40.5, 42.5, and then 44.5, and the last one is going to be 46.5. Now our next step is to take the sum of frequency values that will help us to calculate the mean. So all you need to do is just adding all these numbers. So like 3 plus 9 plus 11 plus 5 and plus 1. That will give us 40 as the answer. Okay, now to find this part of this formula, we need to multiply the frequency with the midpoint. So let's call this f times n. Okay, so 3 times 36.5 is going to be 109.5, and the second one is 346.5, and then 11 times 40.5 is 445.5, and the next one is to I'm sorry, 467.5, and this one is going to be 222.5, and the last one is 46.5. Okay, now we need to add in all these numbers. Yes. You can use a calculator if you want. So the total that I have is 1,628. Okay, now we can calculate the mean. So we just need to substitute this number and this number to this formula. It's going to be 1,638 divided by 40. That will give us 40.95. Okay, so that means the average shoe size is 40.95, or both size 41. In real life, mean help us summarize information easily. For example, finding the average grade of student or the average income of workers.
And the next topic is mode. The mode is the value that appears most frequently in a set of data. It represents the data with highest frequency. There are several types of mode. Is one if there only one value is called unimodal, and two if there two value it's called bimodal, and if there more than two value it's called multimodal. Next, formula of mode is MO is L plus F1 minus FO divided by 2 times F1 minus FO minus F2 times P. Explanation for each symbol is MO is mode, L is lower boundary of class, F1 is frequency class modal, FO is frequency before class modal, F2 is frequency after class modal, and P is interval or class width. In this table, total data is 40. Maximum value is 46, and minimum value 322 log 40 equals 6.29 equals 6. Number of class is 6. Next class with or interval maximum value minus minimum value divided by class of number of class is 6. Maximum value is 46 minus minimum value is 36 divided by 6 equals 10 divided by 6 plus 1.67 is 2. So class with or interval is 2. Next, the model class is class with highest frequency. Both 40 to 41 and 42 to 43 is both frequency is 11. So we can take first 40 to 41. So L is 40 minus 0.5 is 39.5 and F1 is first F1 is 11. Terus FO is frequency before frequency class modal is 9 and F2 frequency class after class modal is 11 and P is interval atau class width is 2. So apply of formula L is MO equals 39.5 plus F1 is 9 minus F1 is 11 minus FO is 9 divided by 2 times 11 minus FO is 9, F2 is 11 times 2. So 39.5 plus 11 minus 9 is 2 divided by 2 times 11 is 22 minus 9 is 13 and minus 11 is 2 times 2. So 39 minus 5 plus 2 equals 41 minus 5. So mode of this table is 41.5. So based on example above, we can conclude the mode help us identify the most frequency on the to find the mode, we can quickly recognize which in value appears most often. It is useful in research, statistics, and everyday situations.
Next, the median. The median is the value of a set of data has been arranged from the smallest to the largest value. If the data is present in a frequency distribution data, the median is called the median of group data. The data shows the central position of data distribution. It is not same mean or average. It represents the arithmetic center. Next, the formula of median is MA equals L plus N divided by 2 minus FA over F times P. L is lower boundary before the median class. N is total frequency. Fk is cumulative frequency. And F is frequency. P is class interval. Okay. To find the median, before that, we can find the cumulative frequency. Cumulative frequency is from frequency 3 plus O is 3, 3 plus 9 is 12, 12 plus 11 is 23, 23 plus 11 is 34, 34 plus 5 is 39, and 39 plus 1 is 40. Next, we find the median class. The formula is N divided by 2. N is total data, and total data is 40. 40 divided by 2 is 20. 20 is between 12 and 23. And so, the median class in this area. Next, we find L. L is lower boundary of median class. The lower boundary of this interval class is 40. 40 minus 0.5 is 39.5. We have known N is 40, L is 39.5, N divided by 2 is 20, F is 12, and P is 6. We can substitute C in the formula. L is 39.5 plus N over 2 is 20 minus Fk from the frequency cumulative frequency before the median class. The median class is 23 and before median class is 12. Divided by F, frequency for median class is 11. 12 is 8 over 11 times 6. And the answer is 40.954. So the median from the data is 40.954. In conclusion, from the example above, the median helps us identify the middle position of a set data. By understanding how to find the median, especially in group data, we can easily see the center of the data lies and how it is distributed.
Okay, so the next topic is about range of the simple measure of data spread. The range shows how far apart the largest and smallest values in a data set are. Okay, so let's learn how to calculate the range easily with a simple example. Okay, so the simple formula is range equals x max minus x min, where R is range, x max is maximum value, x min is minimum value. Okay, from the existing we can see that known x max equals, from the table we can see 46.5, and x min is 36.5, and solution. Okay, the solution we can use this formula. R range equals x max minus x min. Range x max is gonna be 46.5 minus x min is gonna be 36.5. 46.5 minus 36.5 is 10. Okay, so from this example we can see that the highest and lowest values have a difference of 10. This means that the spread of the shoe size data covered is 10 units.
Okay, let's take a moment to review what we've learned today. We explored 4 important concepts in data processing: mean, mode, median, and range. And from our shoe size data, we found that the mean is 40.95, the mode is 41.95, median 40.954, and the range is 10. Okay, so each of these measures tells us something different about the data. The mean gives us general average, the mode identifies the most common value, the median shows the center, and the range helps us to see how varied the data is.
Understanding these 4 concepts helps us summarize and interpret data easily, whether in school, research, business, or even daily decisions like finding the most popular shoe size or the average score in a test.
Thank you for watching today.
We hope this lesson help you understand data processing more clearly.
Don't forget to keep practicing, keep asking questions, and keep learning math because numbers are everywhere.
See you!